Developing right now, 3 teenagers formally charged in the murder of a Dearborn woman.
Local 4 cameras were rolling as 14-year-old Demario Desmuke and 17-year-old Jamel Filson appeared for their arraignment. A 13-year-old boy was also charged in the case, and he too could be charged as an adult. Let's get to Sean Lay live with the charges and reaction. Sean.
Absolutely stunning to see people so young facing these horrific allegations here of murder. We here in Dearborn saw the 17-year-old and 14-year-old just appear in court. A victim's family member had to be removed from court. It was so explosive as he was shouting at those 2 teens. And tonight we're learning from prosecutors this case may be rapidly expanding. Local 4 cameras are in court late this afternoon in Dearborn. You are looking at 17-year-old Jamel Filson of Highland Park and 14-year-old Demario Desmuke. That's right, he is just 14 years old and both are being tried as adults. A 13-year-old also appeared in juvenile court late today. All 3 are charged with felony murder and with violent armed robberies in Dearborn. First, robbing a 49-year-old woman, with the 13-year-old allegedly serving as the young gunman. Then robbing, shooting, and killing 29-year-old Saja Al-Janabi. And prosecutors say Desmuke, the 14-year-old, is the shooter in that murder that has rocked this community. Al-Janabi's brother escorted from court as he screamed expletives at the 2 teens. The 3 are accused of next speeding away and then robbing a 59-year-old man. A shot also fired during that robbery. Prosecutors now asking for another warrant request to be sealed by a judge, indicating many others are involved and linked to the 3 teens. Prosecutors wanting to protect other victims, other witnesses, victims of likely gang activity.
There's a threat of harassment and intimidation of witnesses and that's what the motion to seal seeks to prevent, and that's why we refer to potential gang activity.
Outside of court, is there anything you'd like to say to the family members involved in this? Family members of the teen covered their faces and had nothing to say. Also here, the brother of Saja Al-Janabi.
And maybe he's not going to forget us. Maybe he's going to come back again and kill us.
What the brother is talking about there is that he is stressing that the family here wants stiff sentences if these 3 and others are convicted here. The family is deathly afraid of retaliation from the 3 teens that are involved in this and anyone else that may be connected to them. Quickly, guys, let's talk about the 13-year-old. All 3 are being held tonight, but he is also being held as an adult designate. That means that if he is convicted of the murder and of the gun crimes and of everything else, a judge can sentence him as an adult or as a juvenile or blend that sentence together. Really breathtaking situation out here, guys.
Yeah, it really is, Sean. And I know you talked with Dearborn's mayor, and this really has shaken that community.
Yeah, and we told him that it really has shaken the community, and he said that this can happen anywhere. Not just here in Dearborn or over the border in Detroit. And he is saying, keep in mind, these guys, the same 3 are being looked at for other crimes that they still haven't been charged with.
Yeah. All right, Sean.